welcome back. Or if this is your first time joining me, welcome. I'm here to bring you the best of the best haunted headlines highlights for the week ending July 27th, 2018. Be sure to jaunt on over to hauntjaunts.net if you want to see all of the headlines. You'll find them under the news category. It was another big news week, but a certain segment of the stories in particular dominated the haunted headlines. Paranormal TV shows. A good reason to name this the boob tube edition, right? That's just fun to say. We'll get to those stories, but let's first kick things off with a headline from Coast to Coast on July 20th. Flying humanoid caught on film? According to their article, an odd video circulating online shows a strange object hovering in the sky over Mexico that some have suggested could be a flying humanoid and perhaps even a witch. Have you ever seen a story about an unidentified flying witch before? That's what I asked on Facebook, to which HJ or Misty Flowers informed me, "We don't fly, don't be silly." So there you have it. Whatever that thing is flying around, it's not a UFW. If anyone figures it out and I see any updates, I'll be sure to include it here in a future video. Switching gears a little, are you a fan of the Conjuring movies? On July 20th, Yahoo News had a great haunted headline about that, or rather an upcoming spin-off movie based on the franchise. Anyway, here's the headline. Director of upcoming horror film The Nun shares terrifying on-set paranormal experience. In an interview at San Diego Comic-Con, director Corin Hardy told Yahoo Entertainment what happened while shooting a sequence called The Corridor of Crosses in a fortress in Transylvania. As I stepped into the room, I saw a couple of guys sitting in the back of the room. I presumed they were from the sound department. So I was sitting there, there's only one doorway in and out of this room, and we finally got the shot. I turned around to say, "Oh, did you see that? What did you think?" And there's no one in the room. And there never had been. That's pretty good, huh? I'm excited to see the movie, but now I'm super interested in the fortress. That's the kind of place I'd like to jaunt to. What about you? I'm going to skip ahead to the other stories I curated for the week ending July 27th before backtracking a bit to cover the ones that inspired this boob tube edition. We'll cruise ahead to July 23rd when Coast to Coast asked, "Ominous ghost spotted on pier?" According to Coast, a photo from a couple vacationing in South Carolina is causing a stir online, as some suspect that it features a ghost South Carolinians call the Gray Man, and who they believe is a harbinger of bad things to come. According to regional lore, this apparition is believed to appear along the beach in the days before a hurricane hits the coast. There might be something to that legend. Essie hasn't experienced any hurricanes, but parts have had heavy rains lately. Things that make you go, Okay, here's a fun one, also from July 23rd, that came from Nottinghamshire Live. Chance to meet the ghost of Robin Hood at a spooky sleepover. Brooks Paranormal will be hosting an overnight ghost hunt centered around the Nottingham legend, where those who believe in the other side will be given the opportunity to potentially meet the ghosts who haunt the Robin Hood experience. During the day, the Robin Hood experience takes fans of the Prince of Thieves back through time to be fully immersed in the tale of the legendary man who stole from the rich to give to the poor. The overnight event will attempt to make contact with the paranormal spirits who may be lurking inside the building. The event is scheduled for September 15th. Courage required, tights optional. Okay, now we can get to the boob tube stories. We'll start on July 20th with Bustle's headline. Does Zachary Quinto believe in aliens? The In Search of host is investigating every possibility. Zachary Quinto of the Heroes TV and Star Trek movies is taking on a new role, researcher for the History Channel reboot of the 1970s paranormal investigation series In Search of. He's following in the other Spock's footsteps, who also hosted the show in more ways than one now, right? Okay, also on July 20th, the Daily Beast had the first headline about Netflix's newest series, Dark Tourist. Netflix's most dangerous show travels where only psychopaths dare. But there were more stories regarding that show, so if you're interested in reading them, be sure to check out Real Clear Life's headline on July 21st. Netflix's new show visits the most dangerous off-limit sites in the world, and Metro US's on July 26th is Dark Tourism Ethical? Dark Tourist David Ferrier talks us through it. Are you a Stephen King fan? There were lots of headlines regarding Hulu's new series, Castle Rock, like this one from Den of Geek on July 22nd. Search for Castle Rock doc explores Stephen King's childhood. And this one from Slash Film on July 24th. Castle Rock documentary takes you into Stephen King's haunted town. And, I'm not sure I'll say this right, but here goes. Info Sir Hoy on July 25th. Castle Rock isn't a real town, but it's a significant spot in the Stephen King multiverse. Then there was the breaking news from Travel Channel, which started hitting the headlines on July 24th and 25th, with stories from multiple outlets, even us, reporting, thanks to Debbie Branning, that the Travel Channel greenlighted a new show called Ghost Hunt Live, featuring the Tennessee Wraith Chasers. And one last boob-tube-worthy story, even though it's not about a new series, it's about a documentary of the Halloween haunted house kind. This one, we meaning Hunt John's we, published on July 24th, Scare documentary takes you behind the scenes of a haunted attraction. It's an indie doc that's only available for purchase on DVD right now, but it takes you behind the shadows to see what goes into creating an actor-based haunted attraction. All right, so that brings us to the end, but not before I finish with a what the hell headline. Actually, there were two headlines, but it's the same subject. The first was from Right Wing Watch, had to say that slow, on July 23rd. American Family Radio warns listeners of satanic conspiracy behind Bigfoot. Then on the 24th, Newsweek ran, Christian Right Radio Network promotes demonic virtual reality, Bigfoot and UFO conspiracy theory. According to Right Wing Watch, religious right radio host Janet Mefford and former Family Research Council fellow Tim Daly told American Family Radio listeners that the urban legends surrounding Bigfoot and UFO sightings are not only real, but also part of a secret plot the devil is carrying out on Earth. So there you go. If you've ever wondered how you get to hell, now you know. It is in a handbasket carried by Bigfoot that he loads onto a spaceship. And on that nonsensical note, I'm out of here. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your eyeballs, as well as your likes, shares, and comments. Until next time, ciao for now.